Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Thread of Thoughts podcast. I am your host, Tia. So, something I find fascinating is that as we grow and evolve, our interest and what captures our attention also changes with us as well. I figured that today's episode would be the perfect opportunity to share some of the things that I've been really interested in lately, specifically because I've noticed myself leaning into some new interests, and it's been really, really fun exploring these things and understanding why they're resonating with me. And maybe, just maybe, you'll discover something new as well, right? We'll see. Either way, today I just know that I wanted to yap, so let's get into it. So, the first thing that I've really been interested in lately is makeup. I have really been leaning into makeup, and not because I feel that I need it, but because I'm curious about it. And honestly, I've started to appreciate it as a creative outlet and a new skill to learn. Also, the more, I guess you can say, becoming, the more becoming I am as a woman, the more I've been into finding what works for me. And lately, I have just been prioritizing discovering my style, dressing for my body type, and just my overall look, even though I really don't think I have one. Like, I like to dibble and dabble in different styles and textures and colors and prints. And I like to try out new and different jewelry and new and different fragrances, even though I'm also still trying to find like my signature scent. But I might not have that either. So I don't know. But I do think that tying myself down to one thing just never really works. And I think it's interesting that, some people too, they'll look at you and they have a specific aesthetic that they tie to you. Like some people have said to me that I give off an earthy vibe. Some people say maximalist and like super colorful. It's just really interesting how people view you because I know myself, but I don't know what my aesthetic is. I will say though that right now I've been heavily into wearing very flowy dresses and sandals, specifically Mary Jane's and baby doll shoes. I love those. I don't even know the last time I wore a sneaker, to be honest, but I'm loving that right now. And this isn't intended to sound vain either, but I just really enjoy spending time with myself when it comes to getting ready. I enjoy taking my time. I enjoy being intentional with myself, speaking life over myself. And I do believe that doing makeup is another way I can spend time with myself and just pour into me. It's been really, really fun. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning through tutorials and just YouTube, TikTok, all the things. And I will get there. I will get there. Next is scrapbooking. I really think that I am just in a silent creative era right now, hence why I haven't been showing up on the podcast as much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm finding that I want to explore different creative outlets, and another happens to be scrapbooking. It's slow, it's calming, and most importantly, it's getting me off my phone. Like, that is so important. And I just think that physical media is so important when we're consuming so much digital media. You know what I mean? And scrapbooking is meaningful. It's extremely meaningful. Each page is unique and it tells a different story that I can look back on. Actually, the page that I'm most excited to do is from my trip to New York with my friend earlier this year. It was my first time there and it was so, so much fun. I wish we could have stayed longer. We only did like 24 hours there, but it was so much fun. I still have our travel tickets, the playbill from the show that we went to see, and the receipts from the gift stores that we went to and that we visited. So I'm really, really excited to get that page together. Another thing that I have been heavily, heavily, heavily interested in is kava. And this is not sponsored. If you are not familiar with kava, kava is a restaurant that sells Mediterranean style food. Okay. Like I said, I've always loved kava, but I'm finding that this is something that I could eat just about every day. Okay. Everything tastes so fresh. It is so good. Okay. I'm going to tell you all my order. And if you happen to get my order, please let me know. I would love to know if you liked it or not. Actually, if you're in line, play this episode. Find the timestamp and I'll be in your ear like a secret agent. Okay. Okay. So I am going to go down the line like I'm standing in line at the restaurant. They'll say, hey, what can I get for you today? You're going to say, hi, I'm going to create my own bowl. Okay. So boom, now we get started. You're going to start with your base, your grains, whatever that may be. You can do just grains, just greens, or both. I only do brown rice. Okay. Only brown rice. It's just brown rice. I have no reason to explain. Next, you're going to go shift down the line and you're going to get to your dips and your spreads. You can choose up to 3. I only get red pepper hummus and crazy feta. Then you're going to slide and scooch down a little bit more and you're going to get to your meats or whatever the main part of your bowl is going to be. I get half harissa honey chicken. It's a little spicy, so be careful. If you don't like that, just get grilled chicken. Always a good substitute. And then I get half roasted vegetables because that's where I get my greens in. You know what I mean? That's where I get my veggies in right there. I don't get it in the grains I don't get it in the base of the bowl, but I get it when I go to my mains. I get those roasted vegetables because that's really, really important. I need some type of vegetable included. All right. Next, you're going to scooch on down to the toppings and I get corn, avocado, pickled onions, tomato and cucumber, and crumbled feta. That's it. Y'all probably are like, more feta? Yes, more feta. I love cheese. I love dairy. Okay. And then they're going to ask, what's your dressing? Dressing is garlic dressing. I do want to play around with the other dressings, give them a taste, but every time I go, I feel like it's so busy and I don't like holding up the line. I hate being that person that holds up the line. So maybe one day when they first open up, I'll say, hey, can I test out all of your dressings? Because I don't want to just stick to one when there's so many other options, but I'm just too afraid to explore them because I'm people pleasing and I'm like, oh, no, excuse me. No, you go ahead. No, go around. Whatever. So I do garlic dressing. If you have any other dressings that you like on your bowls, let me know. I'll give it a try. And then I also do a side of the classic pita chips. They're these like crunchy pita chips that's so good. They are so good. So that is my order. And like I said, let me know if you guys try it out. If not, I'm also open to different recommendations because I only get a bowl. So let me know what your order is and I'll also try that out as well. All right, next, decorated bags. Well, okay, first, I actually recently rediscovered my love for bags again. At first, I donated a few because I felt that they weren't my style and they were just taking up space. And I have been a lot more intentional about the bags that I buy because most of the time, I just really don't like having things in my possession that I don't use. And my space also isn't the biggest, right? So I've gotten a few bags that I feel will be in rotation for a while. And I've been seeing people personalize their purses and their totes, right? With these bag charms and plush toys and scarves and ribbons, all the things. And I love that. I love that. For me, I'm only buying a lot of these items if they come together. So I am not going to go above and beyond to go to the arts and crafts store to do it all. But if I see a set with a cute charm, a ribbon, something that's easy to attach, I'll get it. Super easy. But I can say I just don't have the energy to piece everything together one by one. I just can't. Like I was at a store the other day where they had bag charms in their front lanes. So when you're standing in the line and you're waiting to be called up to the register, they had some bag charms. And I'm like, easy. I'll grab that. As far as going to the art store and getting like, things cut out and different pieces and count me out. Count me out. Right now, I have a fuggler on one of my bags. I love the fugglers. They are so cute. I love them. So if you don't know what a fuggler is, they're also a plush toy, but they're created to be funny and ugly, hence the name. But I love them. If you have never seen them, please look them up when you get the chance. They are so cute to me. Another thing that I have been heavily interested in are work night hangouts. And listen, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, But we have got to stop living for the weekend. We've got to. It is so much easier to get through the work week when you have things to look forward to. I'm telling you, you just have to hear me out on this. The people in my life know that if they want to go out to a dinner on Tuesday, I'm down. A Wednesday night bingo night, let's do it. A Thursday night line dance, let's do it. Because it's just so much better. And also, it doesn't have to be costly. It could be, well, dang, I was going to say bingo. But bingo does cost, because the bingo I went to was definitely about $15. It was about $15 just to get in. But I do understand, it costs to keep those events and establishments up and running. But it could be something super simple and super free. Hello? Like literally last week, I went out with my friend. We went to the park. There was music and vendors. We just sat there. We chatted. Not a dime spent, right? It could be getting together to read, to color, to paint, anything. Okay, actually, quick rant. And this may sound contradictory to what I just said about being in a silent and creative era, but I'm also in this clingy, I want to spend time with my people era. I'm also like in both eras. I also feel that means that, not every moment needs to be filled with words though, but I truly am craving quality time within my connections. I don't know what it is, but I just really want to be around my friends. I'm just in that mode. Like we don't always have to talk, but I just want to be around my friends, So we could be cleaning together. We could be watching a movie. We could be just even doing some parallel play where we're just sharing the same physical space, but our attention and our focus and our energy is on different tasks, right? It doesn't have to be some grand, expensive plans because, mind you, there's still work in the morning. Okay. So don't forget that. But it could just be something so simple and cost free. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just in a space where it doesn't matter the hangout. It could be my friend's doctor's appointment and I'm just happy to see my friends. So I know we're all working. And also after working 8+ hours with possibly one hell of a commute, you're thinking about going home. You're thinking about getting into bed. And especially if you have others to tend to, you may have to make some arrangements. But I do think it is so worth it. Some days you may be tired, but I do think that you find the energy. So just give it a try. Just give it a try. Report back to me with results. Another thing I've been really interested in is tennis. So y'all probably heard this and was like, bullshit, Tia, bullshit. So I don't watch tennis. And also, I'm not good at it, nor do I know the rules of tennis. But hitting a ball with a racket is so fun. It's so fun. I also enjoy exercise that doesn't feel like exercise. So, playing tennis, dancing, things like that. And I don't have many people to play with. And this is no offense to anyone that I have played with, but many of the people that I play with don't have like the best hand-eye coordination, which is okay. But I do at least want to get about 4 to 5 hits back and forth successfully. That's it. Just about 4 to 5. And then we could call that a game. You know what I mean? Like then we could call it a game from there. My sister, she also has it on her Nintendo Switch and I love it. I go crazy with it. That and the badminton. Love it. Which also leads me to my next recent interest, that being games. Well, now that I think about it, I could have applied tennis to this category because tennis is a game, but it's also a sport. Anyways, yes, games. I'm no professional gamer, but again, back to that silent era, games have been enjoyable for me recently. So first, I of course, enjoy just general board and card games. You can't go wrong with Uno. I love Mancala, Connect 4. I've really been into Connect 4. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, that might be it. I thought it was a long list, but I think that might be it. Oh, and my family and I, we will also get together and we play categories, Jeopardy, Heads Up. That's always fun as well. I've also really been into Sudoku and crossword puzzles. I started playing Sudoku because I told myself I really want to keep my brain sharp so that even when I'm 80, I just want to be on it. I want to have like sharp and good and quick thinking. And to be honest, they say it's low stress and calming, but I actually think the game is pretty stressful. I think it's pretty stressful. It's really stressful. Like as soon as I play it, like my chest gets tight, and that's probably a sign that I need to put it down. But yeah, anyways, crossword puzzles always so much fun because I just love the increased level of focus that they require. I'd be so locked in with those. I purchased a crossword puzzle. The book is titled, what was it called? Oh, right here. Black Crossword 100 Mini Puzzles Celebrating the African Diaspora by Julian either Pock or Potch or Page. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate to pronounce people's names wrong. But I love this book because I think it was such a great idea. I purchased the book specifically because I wanted to see how cultured I am. And if you knew how little I know, I'm sure that many of my brothers and sisters would revoke my black card. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So I get together with my mom because she's been on earth longer than I have. And we get together and we work on the crossword puzzle, and it's so much fun. Okay, now listen with this one. Roblox. I'm just not too old for Roblox. I'm sorry. When I found out Roblox was a game of games, my flabbers were indeed gasted. They were. Does that not sound like an online arcade in a way? It's just too good. It's just too good. My favorite, of course, is Dress to Impress. I love Dress to Impress. Oh my goodness. This game gives you a specific theme and you only have about five. Is it 5 minutes or 6 minutes? I feel like initially it was 6 minutes, but it may be five. Either way, you only have a handful of minutes to customize your character based on that theme. And then at the end, everyone walks the runway and each player can vote on each other's outfits, and that determines the winner. Very stressful as well. Another game that I love on Roblox is Type or Die. In this game, you're standing over water and you're given either a theme or a question, one of those, and you have to type the longest word that you can think of, and that's how you stay safe as the water arises. They also have an imposter game where everyone is given a secret word except the imposter, of course, and everyone has to throw out hints, and that determines who is voted out as the imposter. And then, I'm sorry, y'all. They also have escape rooms, which are so fun. I typically go into those servers and I just follow my sister around. My sister and my nieces, we get in them together, and I don't really do much, but it's fun. It's fun. Oh my gosh. I like Roblox, and I remember being so like resistant to it. The same way I feel like every adult was when it came to TikTok, and then COVID came and people downloaded TikTok and now everyone's addicted. But I was like, I'm not getting Roblox. I'm not getting Roblox. But then when my sister laid it out and she was like, Tia, I'm telling you, it's a game of games. I was like, I'm in. I'm in. I love it. Oh, and then there are games that I play on my sister's Nintendo Switch. And those are, we play a Mario game. Wait, actually, I'll call her and then you all can hear her name them all.
Hey, Tia.
Hey, what are the games that we play on your Nintendo Switch? What's the Mario ones called?
The what?
The Mario game that we play. What are those games that called that's on your Nintendo Switch?
What do you mean, what type of games? They're just Mario games.
But aren't they Mario something something like Mario
Oh,
yeah.
well, the one we played that's racing, that's like Mario Racing. I don't know. And then the other one we play is called Mario 3D World.
Okay. And then what's the game that we play when we're cooking and we're serving the people? That's not the
That's
Mario game.
called, dang, what is it called? It's called Overcooked. And I
Overcooked.
played the second one, Overcooked 2.
Okay. And then the last games that we play are the sports games. Are those just like Nintendo Switch Sports or something?
Yeah, Nintendo Sports.
Okay, lit. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. So as you all heard, those are the games that we play. The Nintendo Sports, that's where I do the tennis, the badminton. Oh, and is bowling on there? So much fun. And then the Mario racing is really, really fun. And then, yeah, the game Overcooked is really, really fun. Even though that game stresses me out too, because not only do we have to chop up food and serve people, but we also have to wash the dishes and then people be in the way. It's a lot. But I just think that I am appreciating things that I didn't before. And there is just so much to discover, so much to learn. Specifically with the gaming, though, there's just so much art and detail that goes into it. So much. There's different effects, different storylines. It's amazing. Well, that is all that I have for this episode. As I said, I just wanted to get on the mic, yap, and this was really, really fun. Let me know if you all have any of the same interests right now. Like, are we both kind of going through the same phase of these sort of interest, or have you already had your phase with that interest and you're no longer interested, or just like let me know. What are your interests right now, too? I'm even interested in hearing that. So, thank you all so much for listening. As always, it is always appreciated. Make sure you guys follow, listen, and subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And also be sure to follow the podcast Instagram at Thread of Thoughts Pod. And we will talk soon.